Hello, welcome to this tutorial. I'm Maurice Dimba, and today I'm going to show you how to create a very nice title block in AutoCAD, and we'll get started right away. If you take a look on my screen, if I mouse over this title block, you can see everything gets highlighted. If I click, just everything gets highlighted. So it's a block. So maybe if you want to edit the attribute here, maybe you want to change the name of the designer, or checked by, approved by, you just double click on that attribute, and this dialog box will come up, and from there you can feed in whatever information you want to feed in. Now I'll pick on drawn by, and I'll either change this name to a different name, maybe that name. Maybe I'll feed in Dimba right there, and the moment I click on that, you'll be able to see it changes. It hasn't changed because let me just double click once again and pick on that and change that name to a different name, and you can see that already it has changed already. Now this is how it's done. Now I'll do this a fresh one so that you see how it is done. Now we'll go straight away and start feeding in our attributes. I'll come to insert here and click define attributes right there, and from here I'll first of all I want to feed in the attribute first. I'll type in the client right there. I can change the text height here. I can give it 2.5. Can give it 2.5 here. Also make sure on the attribute you feed all this client right there, maybe the defaults. You can give it XX and click OK. Then the moment you click OK, you'll see the text sticking on your cursor. Just place it somewhere you think is appropriate spot. Now I'll place it right there, which is not the right way. Now I want to show you the best way to do that. Let me just delete that, and we'll start by doing the text. And then just go straight to text and place text right there. Maybe I place clients right there. Client right there. Let me make it a little bit bigger, maybe 3 or 2.8. 2.8, and click OK. Now pick that text and just make sure it's linear, and pick that, bring it down somewhere there, or just click on that, snap at the bottom end here and snap it right here. Then I'll type there the project name, project name. I'll leave it right there, and then I'll go to scale right here. Make sure it is in the right position. I'll type there scale. This happens at the moment you've drawn everything the way you want your title block to look like, and now we feed in the attributes. Now let me just change this text height to maybe 2 or 1.8 right there. 1.8, and I'll enter that, just a smaller text, and let me just position this, just drag it in that position. Then I'll pick that text again and place it somewhere here, and slightly make it big by just double clicking on the text right here, and we'll make it slightly bigger by 2.0, and we'll enter that to make it slightly bigger, and double click on that and change that to drawn by. Just leave it at that. Then pick it again, place another one here, checked by, checked, or we can just leave it checked and approved. And just snap at the bottom here and place another one right there, and double click on this text, and we can type approved by, or just put the right abbreviation right there. That's it. Now we'll move to this column. Pick on that. We want to place it right here, or maybe somewhere there. Right click, and what do we put there? We'll put dates, or just put names. Then we come here and we'll place, make sure you are on a straight line. We'll place there dates right there. Then we can drag this slightly because dates are longer. Then we drag this slightly aside like that, and bring this date to a nice position right there. Now we'll come at the bottom end here. We'll pick this and drag it right here, and give it change that to title. We can pick another text right here, pick one here, and let's be on the straight line, and we can feed in a drawing number here. Then type drawing number. Drawing number will be right there. Then again we go at the bottom end here, just click on that. Then we'll feed revision here. So we just type rev in capital rev. Then pick the same thing, then bring it down here, and we need sheet number. How many sheets, or sheet one of what? Then just type sheet right there. Then the next thing remaining, I think we're almost done, and we'll feed in some legal text here, a text that will be protecting your drawings. Now we can just click on that, then bring this in that position right there. Double click on it, then we can change the text type. We can maybe give it a U. Double click on that, then give it a different text style. Give it that one, and the text height also we can change to maybe 1, or we can change it to 0.8 or 0.9. Then you enter that. Just drag it to that position. Then we start placing our text, and this one will be, though this one we can do later on. This we can just type this drawing remains our property, a comma right there, our property, no copying. Just type everything there, no copying or handing over to third party. Is permitted. And also is permitted without our consent. According to stipulations of civil law. of civil law. That's all about that. Now we can just drag it to make it to fill in the whole area, or we can make it slightly bigger than this by scaling it up. Just come to scale here and pick on that scale and pick reference first and drag it. Make sure you operate on this on a straight line, and then drag that text to fill in that space. Drag that and pull it slightly down right there. Now once that has been done, we'll come now to attributes. We want to assign all these attributes to what it represents. Now I'll come to define attributes here. Now under client, I'll just type client right there. Then I'll copy that and paste it here. Then I'll give a default text, that one. Then once you've done that, just click OK. Then once you click OK, you'll see a text sticking on your cursor. Then just assign it to client right there. There it is. Now I'll go back. I'll repeat the attribute once again, and I'll type here project or project name. You can just type anything there, project, and I'll copy that and paste it here. Then default, I can give it XX, then click OK. Then I'll assign that to project right there. Then once I've done that, I'll right click and come to drawn. Then I'll just type drawn by, copy that, paste it here, and give a default of XX. And we can change this name, we can change this text to maybe 1.5 or 2 is okay. You can place it right here, right there. Then right click again, we come to checked by, just type checked by, no space, just continual. Then just highlight that, then paste it here. I'll give a default of XX right here. There we are, and I'll place another one right there. I'll right click and repeat the same attribute definition, and I'll type approved by, and copy that, paste it here, and give a default XX, and I'll paste that right here. Now we are going to dates. Right click and repeat the same thing. I'll type date 1. I'll copy that, right click and paste it here, and change that to date 2, and I'll give a default of XX right there, and that's it. And paste one here, right click and come to date 2, and I'll come again, feed date 2 here, then XX, feed it to the bottom end here, right click and do the same thing, then type date 3, copy that, paste it right there, we'll feed XX right there, and we'll feed that one right there. Then we'll come to drawing number, we'll repeat the same thing, and we'll just type drawing, drawing number. We'll copy that, just copy that, paste it here, then default, just put XX, and we'll feed the drawing number right there. Then we'll come to revision, we'll just type rev and copy that and paste it right here. We'll feed in XX right there, and we'll paste revision right there. Then right click and repeat attributes, and we'll come to sheet 1. Maybe you can just put XX and XX also, and XX. Put it here, right click and come to X, or maybe sheet 1, or we copy that, paste it here, then that one also feed XX, then place it right there. The next thing remaining is just the title here, and what we're going to do is just right click and repeat the same thing, and just type title 1, copy that, paste it here, and just feed XX and paste it there, right click, and the title might be longer, so we want to provide at least 2 lines. Then click on that, then just type title 2, highlight that, right click and come and paste that right there, and just feed XX for a default. Remove that, just feed here XX for default, then paste it right there. If you take a look here, we have a space for our logo, and what we're going to do is just to pull in our logo, and we'll pull our logo here and just bring it right there. So this is the logo, and just pull it in and wait to see whether it will appear. There it is, and it's overwhelmingly bigger, and what we'll do, just crop it, make it smaller, or you can just rescale it by snapping on that spot and going all the way and snapping on that spot, and make it a little bit smaller and bring it in. Just pull it somewhere there and click on it and crop this. We'll crop it and make it smaller, so that we drag this inside our title block right here. We'll place it right there, then we can feed in. Now we can go ahead and feed in the name of the company right there. Maybe you can feed in the name of your company. Then let me just do that for you, and you see that, just type that name, technical enterprise. Just push that, drag that aside right there, then click on that, copy it right down there. Make sure you're operating on a straight line, place it there, double click and add some, go on typing the name, enterprise, maybe limited right there, and you can go on and feed in the box numbers, everything right in that spot. Now once you've done everything like that, what we are going to do, just highlight everything like that, then press Ctrl C, then we go to block editor right there. Once you click the block editor, you'll be prompted with this edit block definition. Give it a different name. Then in this case we'll give it a tutorial title block, then tutorial title block, or just title right there. Then click OK. We'll go to a different drawing area. Now what we'll do, we'll just press Ctrl V to paste in whatever we did. So the moment you paste in, will be prompted with all the attributes you are feeding in. You can either feed everything here, or you can just go ahead and click OK. So if you zoom in, you'll be able to see what we have. So we want to give this logo a different color, so that when we print it out, it won't print with this line defining how it looks. Now I'll select on it, right click and come to properties right here. Then I'll give it a very fade color right there. I'll give it this one here. Click OK. Now I'll escape that. Then once I've done that, I'll go ahead and click close block editor. I'll close block editor and click save. There we are. Now I've saved that. Now we want to pull our title block. We'll come to insert here. Under insert, we'll pull in our tutorial title block right there and click on it. Then if you pull it in right there, you'll be able to see you're prompted with all this. Just click OK. You can feed everything through these edit attributes, then everything will appear on the title block. I'll click OK because I don't want to go that way, and now we have everything in this place. Now this is how it looks. Now if I double click here, I'll be able to feed in the client under client name. Maybe I want to give it maybe Civil Max right there. Civil Max. You'll realize the moment you type in, you'll be able to see what you are actually doing. civilmax.com. Then click OK. Then just double click here on the project. Maybe the project can be footbridge, and maybe drawn by. You can feed in your name here, drawn by who. You can type your name right there, and that's how it's done. And the title block also, you can feed in all the information. Then we have title 1, we have title 2. You can feed all those information right there, and that's all. And this how it's done. Thanks a lot for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe, and bye bye. Let's